This is the best barbecue sauce I've ever had. I'm not tooting my own horn, I'm just saying. Yeah, man! Hello, my name is Miguel, and today I'm gonna make for you Barbie fried chicken. Alright, so you're gonna need some flour and onions, one onion, and half a Scotch bonnet pepper, and a pinch of salt. Alright, so what I like to do is just pour some flour in a container or a Ziploc bag. In my case, I'm just using a clean clear bag, a clear plastic bag. So I'm adding about a cup of flour, about half a teaspoon of salt, sea salt. Just mix that in. You're gonna need some cooking oil for frying. This is some oil that I used last. And a pound of chicken parts. This is optional, but add a quarter teaspoon of baking powder. So this is the dried ingredients. Let's put this aside for later. Alright, so it's best to prepare your dried ingredients first before you start preparing in the chicken. So take the onion and cut it in half and remove the leaf, just the brown leaf. First layer of the onion is the strongest, so just remove the leaf. This is small onions. I'm using 2 small onions. The recipe calls for 1 medium-sized onion. Alright, so once you do that, you just dice or slice the onions fine. Alright, so cut half Scotch bonnet pepper and put it in it as well. Alright, so put this aside for later. Alright, so now I'm going to prepare the chicken parts. These chicken parts I bought them in the supermarket. No, not the supermarket. This is wholesale chicken parts. Alright, so I'm just going to use this bag and just cut the chicken wings in the joints and cut it apart. Don't use the fin or the tip of the chicken wing, don't use that. Alright, that's a piece of thigh with a chicken's butt. See, they won't cut that off, because they gotta weigh that and sell that to us. Alright, so get between the chicken's thigh and remove the clogged blood. Just use a knife and get in between the bone and clean out in between the bone properly. Usually some muck. You see all that muck? Just remove it. Alright, remove the skin, because I don't use chicken skin. I don't eat chicken skin. But if you want, you can keep the chicken skin, just clean it off properly, so be it. Alright, so go around the chicken and trim all the fat and the stuff that's not meat. And just get in between the chicken's thigh, in between the bone, because usually they have a lot of muck and fat in between the joint part of the thigh, and trim the fat off. Just do as you see me doing. Clean the chicken properly. Somebody made a comment about if we have a problem with, you know something? If we have a problem with people eating spoiled food or something of the sort. You know, to be honest, we don't have poison as a problem in our country. People don't, people are not, people never usually poison off any kind of food in our country. Only one time in Montego Bay, no, Mandeville, the Asian restaurant kind of had a couple persons. This was like 3 years ago. A couple persons were ill of a food that they ate from an Asian restaurant. That was the only time ever that I've ever heard anybody talking about food poisoning in our country, in this little island. Although we get a lot of junk from those first world country, we know to clean it and make it proper. And if it's so spoiled, we're not going to eat it. Alright, so let's go through the chicken and remove and clean the chicken pieces properly. Jamaicans know the cooking. I tell you that for sure. Some of them might not into flavor like me, but they cook well. All of us know to cook well, to be honest. Man and woman both. Children too. Alright, so add water, a couple drops. Sprinkle a couple drops of white vinegar. In this case, a lot, because this chicken need to, like maybe a couple tablespoons of white vinegar. And go in between. As I was saying with the chicken wing, with one of the chicken wing, you can cut the chicken wings apart, but one of the chicken wing, we're going to fry it and bend it over like I was talking and forgot to say. Alright, so do as you see me doing and clean in between the chicken. Use your finger and go in between the little joints and clean the chicken off properly. When you finish, it should be pretty and clean like this. See, that's why they like to throw spoilage here in these little third world country, because we know to use them and make them good. And to be honest, I'm not against it, because food is food. Once it's not spoiled, and we're not gonna, no matter how much we're hungry, we're not gonna eat spoiled food or rotten food. Not even madman that walk on road have problem with poisoning the food and nothing, and them heat out of the rubbish. Alright, so throw off that water and rinse it off. Rinse off the chicken parts again. So once you finish, it should look like this. Alright, so because I was working in my area, sprinkle some bleach and clean it properly, because I wash my hands properly too as well. Alright, so you put your ingredients, just the chopped onions and the pepper. That's my fried chicken secret. I have a video that's called Fried Chicken Secret. All you need in fried chicken is just a pinch of salt, onion, and pepper. That's the secret to fried chicken. Fried chicken. So add about a teaspoon of salt, sea salt, and then add the chicken, prepared chicken parts, to your bowl of seasons. And then use your finger or your hand, use your hand with your fingers and kind of massage. I was going to use a spoon, but you kind of want to use your hands with your fingers and massage the onion and just rub the pepper over the chicken pieces, but massage the onion in the chicken parts. Alright, so that's the idea. I don't know if I should be saying this now, because we don't want to throw more junk in our country, because they love throwing spoilage in our country. When things going bad in the first world country, they just ship it to our country, to our little island. If you listen keenly, look for cheap. Look like we just witnessed. Alright. The barbecue sauce ingredients is 3 tablespoons brown sugar, a pinch of salt, a garlic, Half of an onion, we're going to grind that fine. 2 tablespoons honey. Half cup ketchup. 1 tablespoon white vinegar. 1 tablespoon coconut oil or cooking oil, any cooking oil. Tablespoon dried parsley or fresh basil as well. Tablespoon. 1 tablespoon cornstarch and 8 tablespoons of water. We're going to put the ingredients in this saucepan. Alright, so first, just add the ingredients. I'm adding it not in any special order. So I just added the salt. Visit JamaicaDinners.com for the recipe. Subscribe, like, share. That's a tablespoon cornstarch. Brown sugar is best for barbecue sauce. Why? Because it makes it darker. Give it that dark color that you want. You can use granulated sugar, but it's just going to make it a little lighter. So that was 3 tablespoons brown sugar. Add white vinegar. Distilled white vinegar, 1 tablespoon. One tablespoon of cooking oil, coconut oil I'm using. 8 tablespoons of water. Honey. 2 tablespoons honey. Honey. Measure and add 1 tablespoon of dried parsley. You can use any of these herbs fresh. Just chop it fine. Measure and add 1 tablespoon dried basil, sweet basil. The accident is creating traffic. Alright, so just kind of mix the ingredients in so you can mix out the cornstarch. Alright, the spoon that I'm using measures a 1/4 cup. So measure and add 1/2 cup of ketchup. This company here maintain quality ketchup. They always maintain it with the ketchup. That's all I can say so far. Alright, so mix ingredients in. Because now we're going to put it on the heat and kind of stir, simmer. Or stir and simmer. Alright. That was a piece of garlic, just peel the garlic. And the onion now, you just need 1/2 of an onion. And this is nutmeg. Nutmeg. Just grind. You need like half a quarter teaspoon of grinded nutmeg. Nutmeg, and it's optional. Nutmeg. I always sound like I'm putting an A in there somewhere. Or I. Nutmeg. It's nutmeg. One of y'all corrected me on one of the videos I did before. That's patois for y'all. With patois, we just make up our own little language. Anything we just make it up. Anything. Once it sounds close to it, that's the language. That's the word. Alright, so you just grind your onion to puree. If you don't want to grind the onion to puree, you can just take the leaves apart and just add it to the ingredients, or to the sauce. And grind the garlic to puree as well. Alright, so now put to heat the same saucepan. Put the sauce gauge on low for now. Almost off low. You know, I can edit this video, some of the videos that I do, I can edit them and take out all of the missaid words that I've, said and so forth. But you know something? I just want you to see how vulnerable I am. I mean, hey, I'm Jamaican, trying to get this English thing right. We talk English in Jamaica properly, yes, but our common language is patois. And a vast number of us don't really talk English. I'll give you an example. The slow stir this. And keep it, you kind of turn the stove up a little. Let me give you an example. And you'll have to experience these things to know. I went to a basic school in a, in a ghetto or a garrison or a poor area, anything you want to call it. And teachers, when they talk to the children, they say, sit down. You need myself to sit down. And go get that. They don't say go get that. Go pick up that or something like that. Strictly patois. And whenever I try to talk English to little kids, them not understand one thing when I say to them. They just look at me and say, huh? Or what you say? Or what you say? And then the teacher had to tell me, say, look, in order for these kids to understand you, you have to talk the patois. Alright, the flavor of this is delicious. Just taste it to see where it's going. So you just want to stir it in slowly as it thickens. The cornstarch is going to thicken it. So, to continue. So it's just to experience a thing, I would have never thought that Jamaicans wouldn't understand English. Because they're so accustomed to hearing the straight patois, if you come and talk English to certain areas, certain little kids, I don't know if big people are like that, but little kids, that if you talk English to them and they're not accustomed to it, they won't understand what you're saying. I'm just sharing this point. Alright, so I want you to see this barbecue sauce thicken in front of your eyes. So I'm going to let you see it transform right in front of your eyes. So far it's been 3 minutes. So do as you see me doing and kind of stir and simmer. Right now the stove's gauge is on low, not almost off low, but low. Some people call that simmering. Put it on simmer. Oh, that's what it's called. Yeah. So to say, I leave when I make mistake and say a little patois or miss-say a word. I leave it because I want you to see that, hey, that's just our language. That's just how it is. I can talk English, and there's a reason why I talk good English. But two reasons why I talk good English. Number one, I got good education here in Jamaica. And two, I traveled. I traveled many places before. Alright, so you see, it's thickening. That's what you want. You want a nice, rich, smooth, thick barbecue sauce. And you know, this barbecue sauce is delicious. I call this A1 barbecue sauce. It's awesome. It's not too sweet. It's just perfect. The flavor of it is it's just fulfilling. Alright, 5 minutes now. Stove's gauge is on low. And these same children, once they get big and understand that English is a part of our language, because what their parents do, some of their parents correct them whenever they say a word incorrect. Their parents, because my mom used to correct me whenever I used to talk bad or say a word, and she used to correct me. So when I get bigger, I got better with the English. That's how it is with us here in Jamaica. Because what I notice is, if the TV, no matter what part of country, what part of this country Jamaicans are from, once a camera put on them, man, boy, that person talk English. It's so surprising. It's so shocking. Once a camera put at that person, man, they talk proper English, no matter who or where they come from. Some of them might miss-say a word, like how you hear me miss-say a word sometime. That's it. That's the only thing. So sorry to be blobbing away, but you can't see my face, so this is how you can get to know me more. Know my character, my personality. Alright, so it's thickening. I'm gonna turn the stove up some. So it's got really thick. You can finish now, you know. It's been 7 minutes. Right in front of your eyes. I'm not gonna edit it. I'm just gonna run it. I'm just gonna play it just the same. Alright, so it's finished. So it took 7 minutes. Look at that. Oh, rich. Oh, for preservative, you could have added a little piece of ginger. I forgot to say, you know. But I'm trying to cut out of using the ginger, because the ginger is so strong it tends to take over the flavor of the thing, but you don't have to use the ginger. But for preservative, you can add a piece of ginger. That's a small piece. Alright, so this is what you want. Put your homemade barbecue sauce aside for later. Alright, now we're going to deep fry our chicken. So put a saucepan, a big enough saucepan, depending on how much chicken you're using. It's a medium sized saucepan. Put it to heat, put the stove's gauge on 4, medium low. We're going to make the pan dry out for a little while. You know, dry out the water. Okay, you don't want to add the oil to the water. Allow it to dry for a minute. This is our chicken parts. It's been marinating for about 30 minutes now. And this is our flour, our chicken dried batter. Alright, so take it. This is a piece of thigh, and just remove. Use a fork or a little spoon or something, and remove this excess, the seasoning. In our case, it's just the onion. This is a fried chicken secret. If you try it, you'll never go back to powdered seasonings. And two, a thing that beat plenty Jamaicans is the English. Sometimes we are very off when it comes to grammar, English, grammar, English. So I learn as I go along, which is okay because grammar is a lot of people's problem, so it's not just ours. Alright, so you put the chicken in the flour and shake it properly and make sure the flour coat the chicken. Now the pan is dried, no water is in it. It's been about a minute or two. You add oil, cooking oil. I'm using about 1.5 cups to 2 cups of coconut oil. Alright, so make sure when you add the oil is quarter way up the saucepan. Quarter way up the saucepan. Don't ever put it halfway up, just quarter way up. Alright, so just allow it to get hot for about 5 minutes. The stove's gauge is on 4 medium low. It's raining, it's October, and this is what it looks like. It's 3 o'clock in the day. That's where you might hear all that raining in the background. I said earlier, you might have witnessed an accident. I'm not sure, but I heard. Alright, so this is our chicken been basted in the flour. Alright, so you take the chicken's thigh and shake it off. Just remove the excess flour and then add it to the heating oil. Alright, and just allow it to fry. Don't move. Alright, just after a minute or so, you just kind of just make sure it's not sticking, the pieces are not sticking, and it's separate. Alright, it's been 5 minutes. I didn't move it. I'm not gonna move it, just allow. I'm just showing it to you really. Stove's gauge is on 4 medium low. I'm slow deep frying it because it should be on 6, but I'm doing it slowly. If it's on 6, it's gonna cook in 12 minutes. With it being on 4, it's gonna cook in 15 minutes. Alright, remember I was saying if you put too much oil, you saw it splashing up already somewhat. If you put too much oil, with the overflow, with the froth, and if the oil catch a flame, it will flame even more and can be dangerous. Alright, it's been 8 minutes. Alright, now would be a good time to flip the chicken. So let's flip the chicken's thigh on the other side, as well as the chicken's wing that we fold in. Alright, so once you do that, you just allow it to fry on the other side. Flip it. Alright, 12 minutes of my flashing on. Alright, kind of just go through, look for the small ones. The small ones should be ready, like the wings that you cut in half. You can probably take those out. This is the wing that we fold. You want the chicken to be golden brown. Alright, let's allow. The stove's gauge is on 4 still. Be slow deep frying. Alright, for your chicken wings, just remove the chicken wings once it's finished. The smaller ones are finished, you can remove those. Alright, 15 minutes. Just remove the chicken wings. Remove the chickens, everything, because it's finished by now. turn the stove off. Alright, so now with the chicken wings, just pour some of this homemade, juicy looking, flavorful, rich barbecue sauce over your chicken parts. And just let the chicken soak in the barbecue sauce. So kind of make sure it's coated thoroughly with barbecue sauce. Can't say the barbecue sauce and it look nice, look delicious. Right now I'm thinking of a flavor. Alright, so that's what you want. Alright, now some Barbie fried chicken. So you just coat your chicken thigh piece with your homemade rich honey barbecue sauce. This sauce is delicious. Make for a delicious dinner. This with some rice, awesome. Oh. Can't wait to start eating. Barbie fried chicken. Visit JamaicaDinners.com for the recipe. Subscribe, like, share, and leave a nice comment. As nice as this juicy looking Barbie fried chicken. Alright, my time. Let's sample this meal together. It's around noon, you know, so it's around 3 o'clock in the day. So this is like my lunch. So I'm gonna leave this piece of thigh and the rest of this for later. It's gonna be my dinner. And now that I'm editing this video and I'm looking at this, I can't wait to eat my dinner later because this chicken was awesome. Alright, back to real time. Alright, so I'm just eating just a piece of the wing that you saw us fry together, and some rice. Look at this barbecue sauce, is the bomb. It's awesome. The sauce is A-okay. The sauce. It's not sweet, it just eat just right. And this is the wing, look at that. The chicken is well done. I'm just licking my finger. I'm just licking my fingers. This is the only meal I find myself licking my fingers because my fingers are so messy with barbecue sauce. So you saw me heat a piece of chicken, a Barbie. Fried chicken swing. Alright, subscribe, like, share, and leave a nice comment, and try cooking for yourself. Alright, see ya. Bye. This is the best barbecue sauce I've ever had. I'm not tooting my own horn, just saying. This is what is left from my Barbie fried chicken thigh. Yeah, man!